Some of this I've probably covered in the installing WordPress or the permalink videos or some of the other videos prior to this one, but I think it's important that I go through it a little bit in detail just so that you're not intimidated by the what we call the WordPress dashboard. You need to log in your site. You can see this bar across the top. You're only going to see this black bar across the top if you are logged in. You can see here I'm logged in as admin. Now, if you're a user of the website, you're not going to see the same thing as admin. The admin gives you full access. So you would go to your domain name / WP admin, and you'd log in. And when you do that, from that point forward, you'll have this control bar up here. Now, one of the things you can do is customize your theme from here, but it always depends on the type of theme you're using. Here I'm using Optimized Press, which I told you before. I switched this in order to build out the training site that we have. You're probably not going to use that unless you want to build out a training site. And I just posted a couple of videos. I'm going to post more, and then I'm going to put in a register for additional training thing. So this does two things. Primarily, I want to get the name and address of those people who are really curious because they're potential customers. And I'm also, part of the purpose behind this whole website is to show people how to do things and then offer them an easier solution. That's really what it comes down to. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up here where it has the name, and I'm going to click on Dashboard. Since I'm already logged in, it's going to go to the WordPress dashboard. Now the dashboard, as I said earlier, every time you log in, it can be completely different. And because things change, and you can drag and drop things on your dashboard and make it the way you want to be. As you install plugins and other type of things, you're going to get different things show up on your dashboard. Here you see opt-in stats. This is because I'm running Optimized Press. Optimized Press tracks your opt-in stats. So if I create a web form, which I'll probably do for this page, be registered to get free training, it will keep track of how many people opted in. I showed you the WP traffic, which is this is basically my source of plugins. And I'm just going to install one right now, and you'll see how it adds stuff to the dashboard. Now, it's actually a very quick stats program called WP Statistics. It's not the most accurate like the Google one is, but it's free and it gives you really kind of a snapshot of what's going on. Here it is, install from WordPress.org. This is from my WP traffic program, and it's installing right now. And the internet's running a little slow today, which does not make a whole lot of sense. You know how it is. It depends on the weather and how many people are doing it during the day. So it used to be really fast during the day. Now everybody's working from home. It isn't. So it pops up and says activate this plugin. So I'm going to activate. You'll install it and then you'll activate it. Now you're going to run into situations where one plugin is going to conflict with another plugin. So this has now been activated. If you go up here to plugins and go to install plugins, it will be one of the ones that is marked active here. I want to show you this right now. You can see this particular plugin has an update notice. When you see these, you should just update. This is actually the membership site software that I'm going to use to create my training videos and share them with everybody. So basically, there'll be all the videos put in the membership site and people can crawl through it. So the front end where all these free videos are, it's all free, but where the front end videos is just to kind of get you to sign up. So there's kind of a list building component to this. It's also a great site for me to drive pay-per-click traffic to. So let me show you here. WP Statistics is right there. If we go back up here to the dashboard and go home, it should show you a widget. That's what all these little components are. It's right now, it's just telling me I've upgraded. WP statistics is being added to my dashboard, but that's just kind of a one-time thing. From then on, there'll be a widget on here that will show stats. Now, I'm the only visitor at the site, so it shows it to me. So this is nice. Maybe I want this to be the first thing I see when I log in. Keep track of stats, and it's a pretty complete package of statistics. So you'll see what happened there when I installed that. It not only put a widget over here, but it also added a tool on my sidebar called statistics. Just like when I added WP traffic, it added my traffic stuff. Or when I added the pixel caffeine, it added the pixel stuff. Well, pixel caffeine is very important because what you want is to build an audience. And everybody's got about 2 seconds worth of attention span. But when somebody visits your site and you put a pixel on them, you can do remarketing on Facebook ads, and you can do them really, really inexpensive. You can spend $5 a day just capturing people who already visited your site. And you see, this is plugin is already all set up, and I must have set it up the other day. So that's fine. I don't need to go over it again. But if I was to install a bunch of other plugins, this sidebar would continue to grow. In other words, we would begin to see more and more tools on the left-hand side that people can use. Okay, now I'm going to upload some videos made by other people that will go into some of the stuff a little bit more detail-oriented than I'm doing. I'm just trying to give you the important things. This is important because when you log in, you're going to see different things all the time, and I want you to be able to realize that you can expand or contract these, or you can move them around wherever you want to move them. These are what they call dashboard widgets. Now, there's also widgets that are part of your theme. You'll see some other videos on that before long. But there's 2 important things I want you to understand. You need WP traffic, and you should pixel everyone that visits your site. End of story. Even if you don't plan on running Facebook ads, pixel them anyway, because you can use Facebook as a statistics program and get a really good look at what's going on. Let's say right here's some Facebook statistics I have going on from a pixel on a website, and you can see, I can see how many people are visiting, I can see who's buying, and it's all because of the pixel caffeine. Why do I need both sets of statistics? Well, the Facebook pixel is actually that's embedded in WordPress is the nicest thing for me, because I can track purchases, I can track who puts stuff in a shopping cart, stuff like that. Most of my sites are built to sell stuff. Even this site, I'm not selling anything here, I'm selling another service that I have. So I'll track, if somebody adds the cart and completes a sale. So what I can do with that is over time, I can tell Facebook, okay, we want to make sure the type of people we show these ads to are ones that are going to complete a sale. And Facebook learns the characteristics of someone who's likely to buy the type of the software that I'm going to promote here. They will learn based off of traffic that's coming into this pixel. So that pixel will start to find out, hey, this is the characteristics. This age group, this gender, they're interested in these things on Facebook. They're interested in blogs. They follow Russell Brunson. They go to these pages. Anyone who's similar might want to buy this as well. So, and actually what happens is Facebook will use that pixel and the conversion process to determine who to advertise to lower your costs per purchase. Think about that. So every time you get a sale, you look at your cost per purchase and it will start to drop. And let's say you're making $50 on something. In your first sale, you got a commission of $45, so you lost $5. Okay. Second one, you got it cost you $30. Well, you made $10. Your third one might cost you $20 to get, so you made $15. You get what I'm saying? So what you're doing with this pixel is you're training Facebook ads how to get better conversions for you. So that's why you want to put this in here. Even if you're not selling anything, you just want to start tracking, because someday down the road you might go, okay, I want to start selling something at this website, and I want to be able to track those who convert and just show them little ads. I mean, and they don't have to be fancy ads. You know, you could just use stock photos and say, hey, thank you for stopping by. I see you left without making a purchase. We want to let you know we appreciate it. If you're interested in finding out more about this, please follow this link. Just that sort of advertising works really well. But it all comes from the plugins that you add to your website. And plugins cause conflicts. That's why WP Traffic is so important, because there's a bunch of plugins in there that I know work. So when you log in here, don't let any of this bother you. Now you're going to ask me, what is caching? What caching does is it makes your website run faster. And the problem with caching is somebody comes to your website and it runs a database and it displays the image. 99% of the time, your website doesn't change. So if they come back tomorrow, it displays an HTML page instead of running the database. So it makes your site run faster. But if you update your site, that visitor that came back isn't necessarily going to see it. So if you make a bunch of changes, you just want to purge the cache, and that will force new people or repeat visitors to see the new content. I don't ever do it. I don't use caching myself because I find it creates more conflicts. I get a lot of people saying, oh, I didn't see the new video. What were, you know, it's just so. But anyway, that's what this is all about. This new is add new posts, new media, new page, new users. Okay, so you see how that works. This are your comments. I do not encourage comments because a lot of comments are spam and nasty, and I just don't encourage it. But some people engage on their blog and get a lot of comments. I prefer to engage on Facebook. So this is basically what your control panel does. It's going to be different. You see this optimized press. This is because I installed a plugin. You see this because I installed a plugin. This because I installed a plugin. Plugins expand your toolbar. None of this should panic you. Just take it easy. Now I'm going to put some other videos up from how to do posts and how to upload media and pages and stuff like that. But I wanted to make this personally so you can see very quickly what's all involved in your dashboard.